I'm at the One LED Summit 2019. I'm joined with Steve from Insightful Technologies. Steve, working with the banks, where are you seeing the biggest voids in either focus, understanding or progress?
Yeah, it's an interesting one because obviously all the banks have been in the marketplace for a lifetime, but where we're seeing certain gaps is the traditional siloed approaches of data storage and capture have not always looked upon the auditory trails, the evidential weight and integrity of objects that are collected. So ultimately, when they're all put back together in that new world virtual data lake, they've got to prove that everything is there and it's correct. That's given us a nice opportunity in the marketplace to talk about the tokenization system that we have within the platform and how that provisions evidential weight and duty of care around all electronic objects, both audio and from an kind of comms perspective.
What are perhaps the biggest areas across the three lines of defence which, with a concerted focus, would positively impact other current burdens?
Again, I think when you come at this from a different approach as we have, spinning up a software as a service enables greater efficiencies. So where we can capture and normalize, we can remove some of the burden and overhead of silos, be that from a data or a technology or a vendor perspective. But the efficiencies that we're seeing are very much along automation, robotic processes, actually using AI to the relevance of going through audio files from a surveillance and monitoring, but also using them in getting a better understanding of the customer, building new propositions. They're the hidden kind of bonuses and extras that come out of using a platform such as ours.
When you're speaking to financial institutions, what are the biggest reservations you're finding in their state to embrace technology to fix compliance, mitigation, surveillance solutions?
Normally quite a lot. I think historically there's been tech for tech's sake. Companies have promised a lot and under-delivered. That generally gives people an edginess about buying new technology and new entrant product into the marketplace. I think where we come in really well is we offer a format of a try and buy contract, so we can actually validate agile delivery, prove what we're actually doing in terms of, normalization of views and proving auditory ability. But also, we can demonstrate those efficiencies coming to life. They can then look at reducing their vendor base, their technology base. They're the kind of add-ons that come from working the way we do.
Steve, thank you very much for joining us today.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you for having us. It's been a fantastic event.